What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review. I'm here to review an animated movie that's become very popular, and it's the third of a trilogy, and that is Kung Fu Panda 3, directed by Jennifer Yu Nelson, starring Jack Black, Bryan Cranston, Jackie Chan, and J.K. Simmons. Now, the plot to this movie is that the character of Po, voiced by Jack Black, has been labeled the Kung Fu master from his sensei because he feels now that he's learned to teach his peers Kung Fu. And then all of a sudden, he reunites with his long-lost father, voiced by Bryan Cranston, who he thought was dead from childhood. And then they start to bond, and his father shows them this long-lost panda village that Po never thought existed, which ends up being his family members. Along the way, there's a new villain on the rise named Kai, voiced by J.K. Simmons, who has the ability to turn people into green versions of themselves and fight for his side. And the only way to stop this guy is for Po to teach Kung Fu to his pandas and his allies in order to take this guy down. Now, when it comes to the Kung Fu Panda movies, I thought the first one was extremely fun and entertaining. I loved the characters in it, I loved the humor in it, and the Kung Fu. I felt like it was a great addition to that movie. And when it comes to the second movie, I actually haven't seen it yet, but from what I've heard, it's the exact same thing. Now, what did I think about this movie, guys? I do have to say the month of January has been pretty solid, because Kung Fu Panda 3 is another good addition to the Kung Fu Panda series. I really enjoyed this movie a lot. It was funny, it was entertaining, and great martial arts scenes. So let's talk about the positives of this movie. The first positive of this movie I really liked is some of the characters. I do love the character of Po. Jack Black, I think, does a great job as the voice character. Now, many people say that he's kind of an idiot. I don't think so at all, because the character of Po, he's still learning a lot of things, and he brings a lot of the humor to these type of scenes. So, I really love the character of Po. And some of the other characters are cool too. Tigress, voiced by Angelina Jolie, she's a badass. And Master Shifu, I really like him too. And when it comes to the hero characters, they're all extremely likable and they're hilarious. And it's definitely a fun addition. Next, let's talk about the animation. I thought the animation was great. Whenever they show the sequences, when it comes to the action, the Chinese backgrounds and everything, it looks really gorgeous too. I saw this movie in 2D, and I didn't need to see it in 3D. It still looked great in 2D. The animation was just great to look at, and probably the best looking out of any of the Kung Fu Panda movies. And that's always a plus. Now let's talk about the villain, Kai, voiced by J.K. Terrence Fletcher Simmons. This villain I actually kind of liked, because when it comes to his backstory and what he did, you can see why he's doing these types of things. And when he turns these people into green versions of themselves, you feel like he's kind of a badass. I think the villain of Kai brought a lot of things to this movie, things that I did not expect, and I just really enjoyed his character. Now, guys, along with the great things I liked about this movie, there are some things I didn't like about it. Let's talk about them. First thing, the final battle sequence between Po and Kai. Now, I won't spoil it for you guys in case if you haven't seen the movie yet, but the final scene in which Po and Kai are battling, there are some sequences that didn't make any sense, and I felt like it was a little bit too long. I felt like the filmmakers could have done a better job of trying to get to the point rather than show us more stuff. Like, the dialogue didn't make any sense. Like, if they could have just got right to the point, then I think it could have been better. As I mentioned before, I love a lot of characters in this movie, but I felt like some of them didn't get enough screen time, like Tigress and Master Shifu. If they were in it more, I feel like they could have brought a lot more life to this story. Anyway, guys, those were some of the gripes I had. Guys, I really enjoyed this movie a lot. I thought it was fun and action-packed, as I said. On my rating scale, guys, I'm going to give Kung Fu Panda 3 a 4 out of 5 for a good movie, great film to see with the family. Overall solid, but not amazing. Alright, guys, that's my review for Kung Fu Panda 3. Have you guys seen it yet? Let me know down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up. And be sure you guys subscribe today for more content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!